All right, shall we get started? Everybody stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, are you ready?
You pray?
Sure.
Okay. Would you join us in prayer? Heavenly Father, thank you so much for this time together. We just ask that you look after us as we try to make decisions to the best of our ability for the school corporation. Just once again, thank you for this time together, and give us your wisdom and knowledge. In all this, we pray in your name. Amen.
Okay. Ron, I hope I do this justice for you. The meeting is called to order at 7:01 p.m. by Scott Carmichael. Do the roll call.
I need the re-elected and newly elected members to stand for the other.
Okay, that's
So-
fine.
Mike and Dennis and Kim.
Yep.
You gotta do your oath.
I will read it at the end. You should say I do. I do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America and the Constitution of the State of Indiana and the laws of the United States and the State of Indiana. I will faithfully execute the duties of my office as a member of this governing body, so help me God.
Okay, first thing we have to do is open, this is the organizational meeting, and we have to open nominations to be the president of the board. Yeah.
I nominate Scott.
She got her hand up first, so.
Okay, I guess the second nomination.
Okay, we have one nomination for me. Okay,
Kim?
all right, any more? Anybody want to make a motion to close? Okay. Second? Kim? Okay, I guess we do the votes. All those in favor of me, raise your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 4. All those for Kim? 1. Okay, and I'll abstain. So it's recommended that I guess, will be the president of the board for 2023.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do we have a nomination for, any nominations for vice president? I'll make a nomination. I can do that. I'll nominate Sharon Apps. Any other nominations? Okay. Sorry. Okay, you may make a motion to close the nominations. Heather? Somebody second that? Natalie? Is that okay? Go use Natalie. Okay, it's recommended Sharon Apps be the vice president of the board for 2023. All those for? 6 against?
Abstain.
1. Okay. Nomination of secretary. Anybody want to make a nomination? Okay. Any other nominations? Okay. It was recommended. Anybody want to close? Okay. Second?
Okay, it's recommended Dennis Crowe be the secretary of the board for 2023. All those for? Okay, you'll abstain. So 6, 0, and 1. Okay, it's recommended that Mariah Crane be appointed corporation treasurer of the board for 2023 and set her bond at $100,000. It is also recommended that Treva Lukens be appointed deputy corporation treasurer. Do we have a motion? Heather? Second? Natalie? All those for? 7-0. It is recommended the board retain Lewis and Capps as the corporation attorney. Do we have a motion for that? Sure. Sharon? Second? Heather? All those for? All those against? Okay, 6-1. It is recommended the regular scheduled monthly board meeting be held on the second Monday of each month, except for the months of March, June, and October, where it will be held the third Monday of all those months. All those meetings will be held at, do we want to stay at 7:30?
Can we go to 7?
I like 7. I prefer 7 if that works for the.
Works for me.
Yeah.
Do it work? Yeah.
You all okay with it? Ron, you okay with it?
Yeah.
Okay. So I have a motion for it to be at 7. Natalie Crowe. Second. Kim. All those for? 7-0. It is recommended that the board's annual salary be set at $2,000. Do we have a motion for that? Okay. Second. Sure, Naps. All those for? 7-0. It is recommended that Eastern Green Schools remain members of the following organizations: Southern Indiana Educational Center, Hoosier Hills Vocation Cooperative, institutional member of Indiana Association of Public School Superintendents, institutional member of Indiana Association of School Principals, Indiana Association of School Business Officials, and Indiana Rural Schools Association. Do we need to throw in the Indiana State School Board Association into that?
Probably a good idea.
Okay, so
Yep.
we're going to amend that to also say Indiana School Board Association, ISBA.
Yep.
I'm going to make that amendment. Do I have a motion? Sharon? Second? Natalie? All those for? 7-0.
Can I ask a question on that?
Yeah.
Could you send us a list sometime of what the fees are for being in
Yeah.
those associations?
Absolutely.
That'd be
It's recommended that the conflict of interest statements be approved for the following individuals, which is only Kim Waldridge. And that is basically anybody that has a direct relative working at the school.
Or possibility of doing any work
Okay.
with the school, that sort of thing. So, yeah.
Okay. Do I have a motion for that? Sharon? Second by Heather. All those for? 6. Okay, you're abstaining, not objecting. Sorry. Keep it lighthearted. Is recommended that, do we have any nominations to be our legislative liaison? You gotta say it, you can't point.
Okay, I would recommend Kim Waldridge.
Okay, Kim Waldridge.
I can't
Do I have a
wait.
motion for that? Okay. Natalie Crowe. Second. Heather. All those for? You can vote for yourself if you want. Okay, I learned you could.
I know, it's just.
Okay, are you gonna be object to that, or are you gonna abstain?
I'm gonna abstain.
Okay, so 6-0-1. Okay. Okay, is recommended, okay, we need a nomination for a policy liaison. I'll nominate Heather Hudson for that. I don't know if that, I've never seen that position actually do anything, so.
Oh, so nominate me, great. Thanks.
We're gonna have a whole bunch here we're gonna have to do that with, so.
Okay.
Okay, so any other nominations? Okay. Anybody have a motion to approve Heather? Sharon Apps. Second, Dennis Crow. All those for? Okay, so are you gonna vote? Abstain? Okay, 601. Okay, Director and Lay Representative of Federal Programs. It is recommended that Trent Provo Superintendent be appointed as Director and Lay Representative of Federal Programs and represent the interest of Eastern Green Schools on the Hoosier Heartland Trust, Southern Indiana Trust, S-Craft Board, and Midwest National Gas Cooperative. Do I have a motion for that? Sure. Second? Heather? All those for? 7-0. Okay. It is recommended that organizational meeting be adjourned at 7:12. Okay. You have a second? Natalie. All those for? Okay, that meeting has been adjourned. Okay. Now we get to the regular meeting. The meeting is called to order at 7:12 p.m. by Board President Scott Carmichael. Brooke, do you have anything you want to say? Because you're the only person. Okay. I'm not going to go through all that since you're the only person here. Okay, it's recommended that the agenda for the January 9th meetings be approved as presented with additions, corrections, or deletions as recommended by the board. Do I have a motion for that? Natalie Crow. Seconded by Heather Hudson. All those for? 7-0. As recommended that the meetings from the December 12th, 2022 meeting be approved as presented. Do I have a motion for that? Sharon Apps. Yeah, go for it.
I just want to really thank the folks that are doing the minutes for the quality and information that is involved in those.
Right there.
My previous experience has made me believe that this is an excellent A++ job. Thank you very much. Very much.
Do we have a second? Natalie. Okay, all those for? And, no, you guys can't vote. You weren't. Huh? They weren't here. Yeah, so for, and all those against, all those abstain.
You abstain?
Yeah, you'll have to, or vote against, because you weren't here. Okay, it's
We have a 5-4 in one and two abstains?
2 abstains, because they weren't on the board.
Okay.
So 5-0-2. It is recommended the claims numbers 15,669 through
15,796.
be approved as presented. Do I have a motion? Sharon? Second? Heather? All those for? 7-0.
I want to thank Mariah again, that I had some questions, just because I don't understand some of the language on the report, and she was bang right back with the responses this morning. Thank you. It's great.
All right, you want to take over?
I will take over here for a little bit. Sure. Next on the list is I'm requesting from the board permission to put out an RFQ, which is a request for quotes for HVAC and mechanical service contract. We're going to try to send out RFQs to all local businesses that do mechanical and HVAC work. Trying to get quotes from them to be our sole provider for HVAC repairs, mechanical repairs that are above the skills of our maintenance guys. We've been using one company pretty much as our sole provider, and I think we need to kind of look for some competition, and we might end up with the same company, who knows, but at least look at what other people can do for us and put out some quotes for some competition out there and see what we can get. So that would be my recommendation. The board will see the RFQ before it's sent out, so that you can see what I put on that, but that would be my recommendation to the board.
Motion
Okay, a motion by
presented.
Kim Aldridge, second. Dennis Crow. All those for? 700.
Thank you. I'm making a recommendation to the board that we advertise bids for the 2023 mowing of the school grounds. We've kind of went back and forth over a few years of whether we do it ourselves or whether we bid it out. With just the two maintenance guys we have, we're not going to have the manpower to mow it ourselves. So I think we need to bid it out this year.
And this is separate from the athletics, right?
Correct. Yeah, we typically, Trevor Yoho does our athletic fields.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many hours are you looking at a week approximately for trying to keep up with all of, I know it's a lot.
It's quite a bit. Actually, we never even ask about hours. It's just they have to give us a price per mowing.
Yeah.
That's what the bid says. And I'll send that advertisement to you guys tomorrow too before I send it out. So, but yeah, it's a lot of mowing. Yeah.
How long do we usually keep things like this, the ad open for these? The bids open. Yes.
Oh, at least a month. Yeah. Yep.
So I know that last year, our staff here got specially trained to spray, like, these people wouldn't be able to do that, they wouldn't be able to spray weeds or anything like that.
They can if they've got the licensure to do it.
If they have the licensure.
Yeah. And that'll be part of it. I on the advertisement, I asked them to give us a price per mowing / spraying, because oftentimes, obviously, the spraying is extra. So, or one company we went with 2 years ago, they subcontracted the spraying out, so they couldn't spray, but they subcontracted it to another person, which is fine. I put that on the bid too, that they can do that, as long as we know who it is and who's going to be on our grounds. But they have to give us proof of insurance, liability insurance, and proof that they are able to spray if they can. So.
Will you be providing a layout or a map of which areas, or?
In the advertisement, I usually tell them that it behoove them to come and try to visit personally to see. I mean, if they want a schematic, we can probably produce that, but typically they come and our maintenance guys take them around to show them what has to be mowed.
Any more questions? What?
I said not by me, but.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't have any more questions.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm ready to.
Oh, okay.
Do we have a motion to do this? Natalie? Second? Heather? All those for?
Okay. Next up is Kim Hill is requesting to revise her leave of absence. She wants to, well, she's actually back to work now. She wants to work the third 9 weeks and now take the fourth 9 weeks off, and that is fine with us. That's my recommendation, so that she can do what's best for her. So that's the revised plan.
I make a motion that we approve the revision to.
Do you have a question though?
No, I'm voting to go.
Oh, okay, wow, okay, sorry. I'll move it faster, sorry. Okay, Kim, second.
I think Kim was too.
Yeah, Kim made the motion.
Kim made the motion.
Yeah.
Who wants to second it?
Oh, well, fine.
Okay. All those for? 7-0.
We need to sit in a circle.
Okay, we do have some donations. Following donations, $200 from Crane Credit Union to the Hunter Roberts Nancy Hacker Memorial Fund, $100 from Diana Ray to the Hunter Roberts Nancy Hacker Memorial Fund, $4,188.58 from the EG Volleyball Booster Club to high school athletics, $750 from Cincinnati Christian Church to Cheerful Workers Sunday School class. Cincinnati Christian Church Cheerful Workers Sunday School class to the middle school family resource room.
Can you explain, because it's been a while since we've done this, what the Hunter Roberts and Nancy Hacker Memorial Fund is for?
Sure. That money goes toward basically all kinds of needs of our students, whether it be clothing. I think there was one student this year that we helped provide some Christmas gifts for their family. So it's basically just whatever needs our students have and that seem appropriate. We try to help those kids out.
Okay, do I have a motion to accept those? Heather? Second? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see it. And all those for? 700. Okay, late items.
Yeah, just one late item here. We're recommending to approve Brittany Showalter as an ELC Instructional Assistant starting January 10th. Brittany has worked in the ELC before, did a fantastic job, wants to come back, and they're very happy to have her back. This is a position that's already been open. It's not a new position. We just haven't been able to fill it, and she's filling the need. So.
Okay, have a motion by Natalie. Second, Sharon. All those for? 700.
On to discussion.
Do you want to go ahead and do the principals now?
Yeah. Admins, anything for us?
I don't have a whole lot, as we haven't had
Yeah.
very many school days since the last time provided an update, but I wanted to begin by welcoming Dennis Crow and Kim Waldridge to the board for their first meeting, and I look forward to working with both of you. And congratulations to the newly appointed officers in their positions as well. Gretchen Morgan has began as our assistant principal as of last Thursday, and she's really hit the ground running. Her impact will be immeasurable in our building. Going forward with how far I believe she and I will be able to extend that reach of capabilities between having two administrators in the office. So I'm very excited for what is ahead for our elementary school. Welcome back to Kim Hill. Very unfortunate circumstances, although we're very excited to have her back in some capacity. She's going to be kind of in a unique role and aiding some of our teachers with remediation and preparation with iLearn just around the corner. So we're excited to have Kim back. Since we've been back this semester, we have enrolled 6 new students, and I just want to say a special thank you to Lisa Childress for her tireless efforts in our office with scheduling all of those new enrollments, getting all of our kids back into their classrooms and starting the second semester on top of all of her day-to-day responsibilities. So thank you to Lisa. And that's really all I've got.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Fast. I'm all in on TCU tonight. The Big Ten's out, so welcome. I want to say thank you to Heather Talbot for taking the 5th grade maternity leave and doing a great job. If any of you know her, she's picked up where Whitney left off, done a great job. I feel very fortunate to have found her, and she'll be done here in a week. We have second quarter awards on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of this week in the gym for A and AB Honor Roll. Thanks to Amanda Tiemann, as always, for getting those certificates ready for us. Thank you to Mary Stanger. Mary Stanger, school psychologist, started a girls club. I didn't ask her to do it, nobody in the office did, but she started a girls club with about 8 or 9 girls. They meet every other week. It was needed for these particular students, and the girls love it and they look forward to it. I appreciate Mary doing that. Thank you to our cheerleaders and to Alice and Clary for coaching them up. I have never seen a better, more dedicated group than this year's cheerleaders ever at a middle school. There is little drama with this group, and they just want to cheer, and I really appreciate that. I really do. Do a great job. I told Allison that the other day. Gina Mitchell and the 8th grade have started the Pie in the Face fundraiser for the DC trip. This is our 2nd year. Scott, I would like you to come record it this year.
Okay.
I really want to kind of see myself, to be honest, and everybody on there.
Are you assuming you're going to get the pie in the face?
Oh, I am.
Oh, okay.
I am.
Get ready to ask you.
And there were multiple extra people added this morning. You know how Gina is. So anyway, I'll let you know, and I'll remind you, January 25th at 2:30 in the afternoon. It'll take
All right.
about 15-20 minutes. Prizes and donations, I mentioned this in December's meeting. Prizes and donations for students at Christmas were really appreciated this year. We were able to give away prizes and purchase presents for many students. We also had tons of donations, more than I can ever remember. So I just want to thank everybody for that. Thank you.
Thank you. I just have a couple quick things. As of right now, knock on wood, there will not be any school on Monday, January 16th, so a week from today. That's a snow makeup day. We haven't had to miss any days yet, so that'll be a day off of school as long as we don't miss any school this week. And then the following Monday after that is a day off of school for just students, as that is a teacher PD day. And we will make sure to advertise that on Facebook and newsletters and things like that. So just parents, be on the lookout for that information. That's all I have.
Anybody got anything else they want to say before I adjourn this meeting on to the next meeting?
I'd like to distribute a couple things for folks real quick.
Sure.
if you don't mind. And it's just because we came across these today in our emails. I think it's helpful to know this stuff. This is the governor's next level agenda related to this next year, 2023. So just read that at your leisure, and I also have the state of Indiana's Working Learn Group has opened up their funding to be able to help with students that are working in employer jobs along with going to school as high school students, and they are able to potentially receive a 50% wage reimbursement, the employer is, for those work. So if we have any students that are working in work-based learning, and we are a 3E grant school, correct?
Yes.
Yes, so we are eligible as a school corporation for that. So the money doesn't come to us, but it does encourage our employers to participate and be a part of our education system.
Yep. Judy Buchert from SIC just sent that out to all the superintendents that are part of the 3E today. So
Yeah.
she does a good job of keeping us up to date on that stuff. So
we
I
just-
appreciate you doing that.
Yeah, you're welcome. We just had our Zoom call today
Yeah.
on all the logistics related to that. So,
Great.
yep. Thank you very much.
Mhm.
Anybody else? Yeah.
I have a question. When did we move the soccer field? I thought the soccer field was full time element.
It's originally been discussed,
Who made that decision?
it had originally been discussed to put it below.
Yeah. Mr. Martindale did that presentation.
Correct. And the funds were not there for us to do that because of the expense.
I thought that was almost free. He had a bunch of volunteers.
No.
The parking-
That was his idea, was to
I mean,
reach
the
out
parking
to.
is an issue with that too. I mean,
Well, back then, it said one.
I know, but like, if anybody's actually been here for events, like, you'll know that it is an issue because they need that parking anytime there's more than one event going on in the school at a time.
Well, we discussed this before. The long-term plan, as I understood it, was to keep that for a new baseball and softball field.
I don't know.
Oh, the discussion we had, basically, because we couldn't afford to do a baseball field over there. It was like $850,000.
Yeah. You mean the field behind the football field? I don't remember that.
And we're gonna put that back here, and I don't know who changed it. How did it get changed?
So,
Would that take board approval?
Well, there was the donation from
the Cooks.
the Cooks donating.
And they mandate we put it over there, then? Is that what you're telling me?
It's where they wanted it.
That's where their offer was for. So the cost to put it down there was going to be considerably more than to put it over there. So their offer was to put it over here, behind there, knowing that down the road, that land could be used for something else.
Well, it just seems unfair to our baseball softball team.
Why?
Well, because we just kind of cut patches on this one out here temporarily. We spent the money to try to, at some later date, to build in the field.
We're not spending the money on this.
I've never heard discussion because of the
Well, you were
expense.
here. We discussed it.
I don't ever remember because it was too much. I don't remember us
Well, we
ever
didn't
doing
find
it
out
on the
how much,
record.
That's why we didn't do it.
So, I guess I
I
don't
mean, we
see-
wouldn't be building a soccer field either if it wasn't donated.
Yeah, we
So
wouldn't
don't
be
have the funds to do
building that
either.
if it, we don't have the funds to build a soccer
Well, no, we
field,
don't.
but the donation came in
They can build it for how much? 100,000?
The soccer field,
about 120.
125-ish.
We will be out no money on that.
We're
No,
not putting
that's
in
the
any money.
condition. We are outside of balls and jerseys. We're not going to spend any money on that field.
Now, who made that decision? Was it a board decision? I don't remember voting on
Voting on the donation?
it. Voting on the soccer fields.
Oh, where it was?
We voted to accept the donation to create the soccer field.
Okay. I was not
I don't know if that was when you were sick.
Could.
I don't
We
know
accepted
how
the
it is.
donation, and it turned out that the donation is going to come in a finished field.
the money talks.
Because as far as I know, the baseball is just so far out, based on the costs we need to fix the building. I mean, I think it was discussed that the minimum to do the baseball fields was between 800 and $1 million.
I
Yeah.
remember between 800 and 950,000.
Yeah.
I don't know that we even that was just an estimate.
Well, that was an estimate from the architect.
Was that
Okay.
within the high school?
Yes.
Yes.
In the back where we were.
Put in 2 fields.
Right, something.
Yep.
I don't even think it went so far as to say it was like in this area or that area.
So it's how much it
I-
costs to build one.
Build a field I think the lighting was almost half that. So, because it was just so far out with all the expenses we had. Correct, am I correct?
Yeah. Yep.
So does anyone know what's all involved with the 120,000? I mean, is that just in the excavation and the field prep, or is there extra?
Excavation, they're putting in a irrigation system.
Drainage.
Yeah, that excavating for the drainage. Some fencing on the ends to keep the balls from flying too far down any area. I think that's about it. That's all they're doing at this time.
Any others?
Yeah, I wanted to just mention that the ELC this year for Christmas, went above and beyond, and it's been a couple years since they could do things the way that we used to do them, as far as having in-person family celebrations, and, there was like the evening right before Christmas break this year that they did it, and they had Santa come, and it was a really nice experience, and they also did a little like shop where your kids could shop for things, but they didn't ask for money for us, so I guess it's based on donations that they had. And my 5-year-old was so proud to give us these gifts for Christmas. So, and my husband's now using a wallet, and he's never done that before because my kid gave it to him. So hopefully he's more organized now. But, they just really put a lot of thought into it, and you can tell, so I appreciate all that.
Any others? All right, it's recommended the meeting be adjourned at 7:35 PM. Do I have a motion? Natalie? Second, Sharon. All those for? 700. Okay. Now, we're going to start the Board of Finance meeting. Okay, the meeting is called to order at 7:35 p.m. by Board President Scott Carmichael. Okay, do I have a nomination to be President of the Board of Finance for 2023? And just so everybody knows, this is a statutory board that we must fulfill. Do we actually, so people know, does this finance board actually
Meet?
meet?
No.
No.
There's no statutory requirement for the Board of Finance to meet. No, it's just a
Or do anything?
section of the board that has oversight of finance, but so does the rest of the board, so.
Yeah,
I make a motion that Mike Adams be the president of the board.
okay.
And in my previous experience, we did have times when we were working with the bonds and things, but where that committee and team has to come together to do things.
Okay. Any other nominations? Okay. Okay. Do I have a motion to close the nominations? Sharon Apps. Second? Natalie Crow. Okay, it's recommended that Mike Adams be president of the Board of Finance for 2023. All those for? 6. You voting against or
No,
abstaining? Okay, I just wanted to check. Okay, 601. Okay. Okay, do we have any nominations for the Secretary of Board of Finance?
No, I don't have a problem.
Okay. I'll make the nomination. Natalie Crow.
I'm not a very good secretary for the PTO, but go ahead.
Good experience.
Okay, anybody want to close it?
Close that one.
Okay, Sharon Apps. Second, Mike Adams. Okay. It was recommended that Natalie Crow be Secretary of the Board of Finance for 2023. All those for? 700. And it's recommended that the finance meeting be adjourned at 7:38. Do I have a motion? Natalie Crow. Seconded by, motion for a second, Heather Hudson. All those for? 7-0. There we go.
That's it.